That way I want to record it. Tell me how.
Press record.
What's that?
I think you need to go to the settings, and then it says recording, and I think you just.
No, I know. I have the thing that says record, but then when I hit it on my computer, it says please request recording permission from the meeting host, which is my iPad. But it doesn't say anywhere here how to do that, and that's why I'm.
Mr. Jones.
You.
For me, it says it's recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I started recording on my iPad.
Hmm.
It's just not as easy to record, to transfer it from my iPad, but that's okay. I can still do it. All right. Here we go. Lesson 133. Find the average of two or more numbers. Fun stuff here. Watch this. So basically, to find the average of two numbers or more numbers, we'll start with two. This is the steps always. First, add them up. All the numbers you have, add them up. Then divide. And some of you say divide by what? Well, you divide by the number of things that you are adding. So if I have three numbers, all right, I have those three. So the first thing I do is I add them together. 13 plus 7 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. There's my total. I take my total and I divide it by the number of things that I added together. And how many things did I add together?
3.
3. So I divide it by 3 and I get my answer, and the average is 10 for those three numbers. Pretty easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you say now, right?
No.
All right. Who said no? So who has a question about it so far? No questions? Everybody's got it? So if I give you a practice, you're going to be good?
Yes.
Giselle, I see a smile on your face a little. This is pretty easy, right? Sounds easy. It's just the math part that you got to worry about. That's all. All right, so here we go then. Get ready. Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep forgetting. I did the Thursday videos. I always do the videos, well, almost always do the videos the day before. And so I was, in my mind, it's Thursday now. But by the way, tomorrow is the last video you'll have for science tomorrow.
Yes.
So getting close, isn't it? Getting exciting. So. All right. Let's see. Wow, I'm gotta have some practices here. Okay, here we go. All right. So I want you to give me average of these numbers. All right. Correct, Tatus. Correct, Nathan. Correct, David. Correct, Elizabeth. Correct, Yuri. Whoa, 31 chats. Who kept putting that? Oh, that was Perry the platypus. Correct, Alina. Correct, Elijah. So waiting for Angelica Schlock and Giselle. Or you showed me yours, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I thought so. I couldn't remember now. Come on, Giselle, you can do it. You getting close? Okay. Schlock, you give me yours yet? You got it right there? Got it. Good job. Angelica,
7.
that's correct. You got it. Where is, did you give me a chat message? Giselle? No, I mean, Angelica. No, Angelica, I mean.
Yes.
You did give me a chat message?
Yes.
What'd you get as an answer?
7.
You got it. Okay. All right. Good job. See, that wasn't too hard. It's just remembering that in the future, that you add them up and divide by the total number of things that you're adding up. It's really a very simple process. This is how your grade works, by the way. Let me show you something. Okay. So this is how it works sometimes. You get, let me change colors here. So we'll do Nathan's grades. Okay. So Nathan gets a 76, then he gets an 80, then an 85. He's getting better, but he goes back down to a 75. Then he gets 100, not just once, but 2 times. Okay. So now you think, man, because this is how it works for all of you. This is the way your brains work. The most recent thing that you got is what you keep thinking your grade is, right? 100. That's what you think. Oh, I've got A now in this class. Please stop doing check marks, whoever's doing that. So let's add them together. 100 plus 100 is 200, 275, 360, 440, 516. So we do 516 divided by 9. Who is that?
You?
Am I echoing?
You're muted. Mr. Jones, you're muted.
Oh, I am? Now you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I say 9 here. It's not supposed to be a 9. It's supposed to be a 6. Okay, stop writing on my board. Chumps. All right. All right, so we're going to divide it by 6. How many times does 6 go into 51?
7.
8.
8 times. Good guess, Giselle. It does go in 7, but it actually goes in 8 also. 8 times 6 is 48. Subtract, you get 3. 36.
6.
6 times. So even with those 200s, you barely have a B. It's a B minus 86. So you see averaging. So don't get that. I can't remember. There's a name for it. There's a name for that halo effect. It's called. You think, wow, the last 2 times I got such a good grade and I'm doing so wonderfully well. And then you realize it's really not as good as you might think. Now that's not horrible, of course, a B, but the hard part is making sure that you understand you don't just get an A because two tests you got an A 100%. Okay, so that's why it's important to keep up with all of your work on the averaging. Yes, Nathan.
Wait, so if you get 600s in a row, will it still average up to 100?
You mean with what already is up here?
No, like hypothetically, if there was 600, if you just got 100 for
600?
every score,
Yeah, well,
would it still be 100 for the average?
Yeah, then your average is 100, right?
Wouldn't change.
Yeah, that would be the case. But what happens is people see they get these D. This one's a C minus. The 76 is a C minus. The 80 is a C. The 85 is a B, and then the 75 is a D plus. Then they get 200s, and you see what people do with a halo effect causes people to think, I've got really good grades now because I've got hundreds. And that's not really necessarily the case. They obviously they did okay. They've helped their grade certainly because before they did those 200s, their average was probably a C. So they brought it up to a B minus. And then, of course, the more things you have, the less the average is affected. But all right, so we'll stop that for the moment. And I'm gonna give myself control.
You're muted. You're muted.
M-U-T-E-D. You. You're muted.
What?
You're muted.
You're muted and I can't text you.
M-U-T-E-D.
We can't hear you at all.
And I can't text.
M-U-T-E-D.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna hear the whole thing.
Tejas. Oh, Tejas. There you are. Hey, Tejas, you sent me some papers that were half lessons without giving me a half lesson pass. Did you see those that I sent back? Your microphone's off. That's okay. I had mine off here for a minute too. So
I have a half lesson in my my mom's room. May I go bring it?
no. What you need to do is you need to attach it to those lessons that I wrote on there. Why is this a half lesson? So anything that you have a pass for, just attach it to it, and then I'll take it back.
Okay.
You don't need to you don't need to show me right now. And then what was the other thing I was getting? You started to say something. Oh, well, anyway. So, oh yeah, today is a half lesson for the rest of it. All right. So let's look at language then. Fun. Do you guys have a quiz there? I gave you a quiz, right? So who did not do the lesson for today? Who did not do page 260 on the bottom? Or are you going to wait until I check so that you can tell me then?
It's around.
Who left?
It's around.
Probably Elijah.
What'd you say, David?
Probably Elijah left.
Oh, Elijah, yeah.
Mr. Jones,
Yes.
I forgot to do it.
Okay, you can't forget to do it, Schlock, because it's written in your book, right? Is that correct or no? Did you write it in your book?
No,
Why?
I didn't know what the assignment was.
What's that?
I didn't know what the assignment was.
You mean you didn't know what the assignment was? I gave it to everybody. All right. Then we will cover. So who else? Anybody else not do it? Angelica, you do yours. Alina, did you do yours? You didn't do yours either, Tejas? Okay. Alina, I can't hear anything from you. I assume you can't, your picture is not working or something?
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay. And Angelica, how about you? Your microphone's off.
No,
No what? You didn't do your homework?
for language.
That would be the one.
No, I didn't do it.
Okay, so we'll cover, yes, Elizabeth.
I didn't do mine too.
Okay, thank you guys for finally telling me. I don't know why it took so long. All right, for those of you that didn't do it, we'll go to back to that. For those of you that did do it, we'll go back to that in a few minutes. Go to page 261 then, everybody. All right. So sometimes we use words, and these are talking about more specific definitions of particular words. And one of these you guys are very, 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 very familiar with because we dealt with this during school all year, and you deal with it every year with every teacher you have, right? They're always talking about, may I? Can I? I don't know. Can you? You guys know that one, right? So these are the 4 sets of words that we have here. The first one is amount and number. And so amount is used with a quantity, which is basically an amount, that can't be counted. So for instance, say the amount of water was 1 cup. Okay, you can't count how much water is in there. Okay, so you'd say the amount of water. You wouldn't say the number of water in it because you can't count the number of water in it. All right, and then the number, though, is a word that says, you know, like it says, the number of new students in your class. What is the number of new? You can count students, generally speaking, except when they disappear on iGrade. I mean, on not iGrade, on Zoom, when they disappear. And so you can count them. Now, what about between and among? Well, between is when you're dealing with only 2 people. That's one of those comparison words. This is between you and me, okay? And then when you're talking about among, you're talking about among the whole class. Nathan is the one that has a mom that has a birthday, okay? Today, anyway, all right? Among the whole class. David is the one that is wearing plants as a shirt, okay? Among the whole class. Tejas always tries to talk before he turns his microphone on. Well, he's not the only one, though. But among the whole class, there is Tejas, and Yuri does it sometimes, and other people do it sometimes. And so, all right. So the next word is can and may. Now, this is the one that you guys seem to struggle with for years now. Some of you probably, right? How many of you have had problems with it before? Hey, you guys want to feel better? Mrs. Jones corrects me all the time on this. Still, okay? She did it just the other day. She goes, I don't know, can you? And I was like, all right, sweetheart, that's enough. I had to spank her afterward, but that was different. It says, use can to refer to ability. Can you build a house? Well, probably most of us would say no. And then, but, you know, are you allowed to build a house? That's what may means. May is for permission. You're asking for permission. And by the way, you can't ask, you're not asking for permission when you say, may you go to the store? If you went to a friend and you're asking them, are you allowed to go to a store? Then you would tell that friend, you would ask that friend, may you go to the store? Or are you allowed to go to the store? Usually we'd say, are you allowed? But if you said, may you go to the store, what you're asking them is, do you have permission to go? But you don't, when you guys ask me sometimes, it's funny because when I say, I don't know, can you? And you say, sure, I can. You know, you ask me, Mr. Jones, can you help me with this? I said, yeah, I can help you. May you help me? Yeah, I'm allowed to. You know, that's the idea. It's would you. That's what you, when you're asking somebody to do something for you. Would you do something? Okay. All right. You done, David? I'll turn your camera off. All right. Oh, we're having cookies today.
Wait, what?
Teachers.
What?
All the leftover cookies, we've been, every week I've been making 16.
What did David just do?
David, what was he doing? He was doing this.
No,
because
his
he
shirt,
had background.
his shirt. The
Yeah,
shirt.
for sure. His shirt, I guess it because it's all one color, it was what was picking up the background. Anyway, so then the last one is less and fewer. Less and fewer. And so less is when you're dealing with an amount. All right. And so that means it's not specified how much. Okay. Fewer is used when you can count how many there are. There are 3 fewer bananas today than there were yesterday because I stepped on them and slipped and fell and hurt myself, you know, those type of things. And so you can count the number. That means you use fewer. So that is your exercise that you're going to be doing. Now, hold on a second. Let me look here. Okay. So look at the bottom here, and let's see if we can get these done here. All right. So which choice on number 1, and we're going to call on each one of you, so you get your microphones off. That way you don't have to wait for you. For Giselle and Angelica and Tejas and Schlock and Yuri, if you would turn your microphones on. That way when I call on you, you can just give me your answer right away. All right, so David, go ahead and start with number 1. Blank, I read that book after you're done with it.
A,
I can't hear you.
May.
May is correct. Yes, you're asking for permission if you don't mind if they let you do it. Okay. IDK, go ahead. Tejas.
Most rainfall is much. Fear.
That's fewer, not fear.
Fear. Less.
It is less, yeah. It's much less than an inch because you can count the inch. So you're talking about, actually, you can't count rain. You can't count it. You know, I have 1 rain, 2 rain, 3 rain. Okay. You can't, unless you're talking about the reins of a horse, then you can count that, but that's a little different. All right, Shlok, go ahead, do number 3.
Do you know the number of students?
Number is correct because you can count them. Okay, number 4, Nathan.
Jesus was crucified between.
Yeah, between 2 thieves because there are 2 there it's talking about. Number 5, Yuri.
I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me.
Yeah, that one should be a familiar verse to you guys anyway, but I can do. I have the ability. Number 6, Alina.
Low-fat milk has fewer calories than whole milk.
Yes, fewer calories is correct. I got to go to your house yesterday, Alina. Did you know that?
Yes.
Did you hide from me?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, it was easy to recognize your house because your dad's big yellow truck was in there. And I got to visit Yuri's house yesterday too.
What?
He wanted all those papers that he had returned to me, so I decided I would give them to him. Right, Yuri? No, he didn't. Yeah, you know I did. Okay, number 7, Miss Elizabeth.
Let the news among all nations that Christ was born.
Very good. Among, because there's more than 2 nations, so it's among. All right, number 8, Giselle.
The desert traveler carefully calculated
Among
Keep going.
a blank of water that he had remaining amount.
That's correct. The amount of water, because you can't count the number of water. All right, Angelica, go ahead. Number 9.
Jesus divided the food among.
Very
His
good. Among his disciples. All right, and yes, David. Go ahead. Since you're raising your hand up, why don't you go ahead and do number 10?
Yeah.
Can is correct. Can your baby sister walk yet? Does she have the ability? Okay. So look at page 262. 262. All right. You have think B there. It says if the italicized word is used incorrectly, draw a neat line through the word and put the correct word in the blank. The italicized word, if it's correct, write correct in the blank to the left. This is going to be for points. Okay. In spite of Nathan's head bob, it's going to be for points. All right. You guys have done quiz 11. I'm looking at the next thing that you guys, what do you guys have in your envelope for language? Just a test 9? Anybody have it? Nathan's going to check. It wasn't very much in that envelope this time.
Are you talking about just for language?
Do you have any quizzes in there or no?
I have quiz 15B for science.
No, I'm talking about for language, just for language.
Oh. Language. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see test 9.
You see quiz 9 or test 9?
No,
test
I
9,
see-
right?
It says test 9.
Test 9, okay. That's what I thought. I was just double checking to make sure I didn't put anything else in there. All right, so you're going to do think B for points. You're going to do write C for points. Okay, 2 points for each sentence there. So make sure you write it correctly, the sentence. And then you're going to do remember D points. These are all the plurals of those singular nouns. It shouldn't be too difficult for you guys to do. All right? So that is your assignment
Wait, Mr. Jones.
tonight. Question, yes, who had it?
Me, is, right, wait, so we have to do right B, I think B, right C, and remember D?
Yeah, think B, write C, and remember D. Is correct. Yeah, just page 262.
Okay, and, I have questions on some corrections.
Okay, and we can answer that afterward. You did your assignment from 260, right?
No, because I don't have a dictionary to do it.
But I told you what to do yesterday. I was very clear about that, Schlock. You have a phone. You can easily look up the definitions of those. I said that. I was very clear about that yesterday.
I use Wikipedia.
And you really need to listen more closely because I was very clear about that. I said, if you guys don't have the dictionary, you could easily look it up on dictionary.com or use your phone to look up the definitions. All right? So really there's no excuse because I was very clear about that. It's not like if I didn't say anything yesterday, I could kind of understand, but I was very clear about that from yesterday. Okay? And so you should know that by now. Yes, Nathan.
When I looked on Wikipedia, like every question, it gave me
Wikipedia.
like.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it
That's
gave
fine.
me like 7 articles about every topic.
Oh,
But,
really?
yeah.
Yeah, well, these are very well-known topics, and so they're not limited by the information that you can know on that. All right, so the 4 people who had, so Schlock then, what were your questions about?
They're for, science and Bible.
On corrections?
Yeah.
Okay, then what we can do is we can, I'll contact you afterward. Are you still going to be on the, what do you have? Where can I text you to let you know that you can come back on Zoom?
My grandma's phone.
On grandma's phone?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll do that then. So those of you that didn't get your, yes, I'll get to you, David, hold on. Those of you that didn't do your homework, we're going to check it, so go ahead and sign off if you didn't do it, and I need to see that later as well. All right? So otherwise, you can go ahead and go now. David, what was your question?
Not really a question, but did you know that the tip of a shoelace, the plastic part, is called an anglet?
Yes, I did.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I know. It's
Me
hard to
either.
even, you would, most of the time, I remember when I was a kid growing up, I said I didn't even know it needed a name, but it does. Also, the little circle on your shoe where it goes through. Do you know what that's called?
I don't know.
An eyelet,
So?
yeah. That's an eyelet, so. All right, so here we go. What did you guys find? Angelica, you said you had not done it or you had done it? Okay, there you go. Angelica, are you still there?
Yes.
You said you had not done it, right?
The language?
Right, from 260, page 260?
Yeah.
So you had not done it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and sign you off then, and you need to send me a picture of that one also then. All right?
And can I send the picture from yesterday?
Yeah, you said you didn't have it done.
Yeah, I had a little bit of it done, but I have no time to finish it yesterday.
You can send me a picture, but I did say it had to be sent by yesterday in order to get credit. So, but go ahead and send me a picture of it.
Okay.
I mean, oh, that's right. Ella said she wasn't gonna be here today. I remember. Has anybody heard from Nazar at all?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. I'll have to get in contact with him because I haven't seen him. He hasn't even tried to get to sign on. So.
I never hear from anybody.
Oh, yeah. Except when we're in class, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, what'd you guys come up with? When Mark Twain was born. Go ahead, Nathan.
I found November 30th, 1835.
Okay. All right. And then what about when he died?
I found April 21st, 1910.
Okay. All right, David, question?
All I did was put 1835 and 1910.
That's fine. That's what they have in the book, actually. What was his real name, Nathan?
Samuel Clemens.
Yeah. Do you know his middle name? Did you have that too? He's
I
always
knew it started with an L. It started with an
It does,
L,
yeah.
but I don't know.
okay. Langhorne.
Oh,
Yeah. So number 2, Alina, what do you have for that?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Don't know how to pronounce what? Spell it.
Pakistan.
Pakistan. Yeah, it is there as well. It's actually in several countries though, so you can't just put one country down.
Oh.
We're talking about kind of a general area of the world more than anything. Go ahead, David.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah, Southeast or South Central Asia would be a good answer for that, as to where they are. What states are separated by the Mason-Dixon line? Go ahead, David.
Nathan. Go.
what? Me?
Couldn't hear you, David. Oh, David. Sorry, I said. David.
Yes.
Couldn't hear you.
Pennsylvania, Maryland.
Yeah, Pennsylvania and Maryland. So Mason-Dixon line. How about number 4, Mr. Nathan?
Austria.
Yeah, Austria, which was very close to Germany. It's between Germany and Italy. Where can an ocelot be found, Alina? In your bedroom? Do you have any
No.
ocelots in there? No?
I already knew this before.
Go ahead, Alina. Where do you find them?
United States, Mexico, Central America, and South America.
Yeah, not so much in the United States, though. Mexico, Central, South America would be the 3 primary areas. Go ahead, David. You had something else? Don't say at the zoo.
I said every country except Chile.
Every country except Chile?
What?
Ocelots? I
Nope.
don't think so.
Nope. Nope.
Wikipedia is incorrect.
That's why, you got to be careful with Wikipedia. It can cause problems at times. What did you find, Nathan?
I found Central Mexico. In Central America, Southwest USA.
Oh, so you found Southwest USA also?
Yeah.
I wonder if they've moved into those areas now. That's possible. So you might be right, Alina, on that. One more. That sounds about typical. He sends it back without doing the actual correction. Thank you, sir. All right, so let's see. You guys should know what NATO stands for, right?
Oh my.
Yeah.
So what did you find NATO stands for, David?
North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Oh, David,
Yeah.
I can see your phone inside the phone.
Yeah, it's like keeps going and going and going and
I
going.
can see your phone inside a phone.
It's like when you have 2 mirrors back to back with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
All right. So how about Thanksgiving Day, Alina?
Thursday, November 26th.
No, that's not right, actually. Nathan?
The 4th Thursday of November.
Yeah, it's always the 4th Thursday of November. So the date's going to change all the time, Alina. It's as early as the 22nd, and let me see, as late as the 28th, I think it is. So, yes, David.
I think I'm incorrect because I wrote November 26th.
Yeah, because you're only thinking about this year. You looked it up. You just asked when is Thanksgiving, and it'll give you for this year when it is. But it's always different every year. So, what does a milliner make?
Mm.
Go ahead.
Hats.
What kind of hats?
Oh, top hat.
No. Yes.
Any hat?
David?
Female hats.
Huh?
Hats for women.
Yes, women's hats. Very good.
What? It just on mine. It said just any hats and headwear.
It's for
It's
women
like-
particularly because for men it's called a haberdashery.
Ah.
Ah, yeah. What do you do with a glockenspiel, Alina? Step on it and kill it?
No.
So what do you do with it?
You play on it? It's a instrument?
Sort of, but not quite. Go ahead, Nathan.
You play it like a xylophone.
That's
Mm,
cool.
no. Glockenspiel is more like a musical, almost like a music box type of thing. Glockenspiel. Did you guys look at it? Did you see a picture of it or no?
It looked like a xylophone. And it was like arranged in like a piano kind of style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yes, that a glockenspiel. It's like a xylophone type
Oh, I see
of.
what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. It is kind of a. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking of there is the thing called a Glockenspiel clock as well. So that's what I was thinking of. Look at that. You learn something new every day. See?
Sweet chipmunk, David.
See a Glockenspiel clock?
Dang. Mmm. Glockenspiel.
But you can hear it
Glockenspiel.
anyway. It's got little things that come out and they kind of dance around. Things like that. So kind of like
The
David.
little
but
David that come
a
out.
little bit better than that. All right, David. So what is spumoni? What is spumoni? It's kind of a hint, huh? You have no idea? What?
I said ice cream.
What kind of ice cream?
Ice cream, like some sort of ice cream.
Some sort of ice cream. That's pretty good. Okay, Alina, what do you think?
I looked it up and it said a lower fat Italian form of ice cream.
Italian ice cream. Yes, it is Italian
Come
ice
on,
cream.
man.
There you go, Nathan. You had it. Don't be sorry that you don't give all the answers. All right. Well, tell your mom happy birthday again for me, Nathan, and hope she enjoys her day. She's what, 27 or something like that? No, I guess you have to be a little older than that, I would imagine, since you're
39.
how old are you?
39.
What?
She's 39.
Well, first of all, anytime somebody asks you what your mom's age is, you need to tell them, ask my mom, because you're not supposed to get that information out. But that's fine. She does not look 39. She looks much younger than that. So, all right. Anybody else have birthdays coming up? When's yours, David? July? We already celebrated?
Yeah, we already celebrated it.
Okay. And Alina, when's yours?
March.
Oh, we celebrated yours too. That's right. I remember. Well, we didn't get to celebrate it really because there was no school then. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end it, and we'll see you guys next, well, tomorrow, I guess. Bye.